Good morning, Desert Sands Unified School District. My name is Sean Webb, and I'm your Director of Community Engagement in the Foundation. You're watching Classroom Conversations. I'm in a new location today. I'm actually over at Jackson Elementary School. We're here because I actually have a community engagement meeting today with, let's see here. We're meeting with some local farmers, we're going to meet with the landscaper, we're meeting with the irrigation people, our custodial staff, as well as the administration team here, because we've got a special project going on, and I'll talk about that shortly. Before we move on, I want to make sure to thank all of our sponsors that allow us to have this program. First off and foremost, thank you to Craig Campbell with CoachellaValley.com for allowing us to have this on your platform. We greatly appreciate the partnership with you and allowing us to get the information out to our families via your page, as well as on our own social media pages that we have for Desert Sands Educational Foundation, as well as for the district. And as you can see, we're also on a couple of school websites and social media pages as well. But I also want to thank the Desert Sands Educational Foundation for writing a grant to the City of Indio. They're one of our main sponsors here, and it's just an absolute great partnership with them. And they supplied us with a community grant. And with that community grant, it allows us for the StreamYard access. And with that being said, I'd like to go ahead and read the mission statement for the Desert Sands Educational Foundation, as they're the one that I'm the director of the program for. The Desert Sands Educational Foundation secures funding and awards money to provide supplemental resources to enrich and enhance student learning in Desert Sands Unified School District. Their vision statement: in partnership with public and private sectors, Desert Sands Educational Foundation financially supports creative and innovative programs that enrich and enhance the educational experience in the academics, the arts, and extracurricular activities that engage all students and staff in Desert Sands Unified School District. So as we move on here, I'm going to give some couple of updates of what's going on. Let's see here, I'm just having the screens kind of catch up. We go full screen with this. This is important information. We've got vaccination clinics that are going on. We've got one tomorrow, September 11th, that's going to go from 9 to 12. And they'll be offering that is the Pfizer vaccination for anyone 12 and over. And then also we have another vaccination clinic that'll be taking place 3 weeks after that, approximately 3 weeks after that. It'll be a Thursday, September 30th. That'll be happening at DSUSD in the district office there from 3 to 7. So those are the people that will be able to get their follow-up shots there and so forth. Moving on here, I want to make sure to highlight this, and we're actually going to have Mr. Lawson on with us next week. But what's going to happen here is September 18th. This is the first Desert Sands celebrating wellness. We're going to have a wellness day, community health fair over at Indio High School. This is going to take place from 9 to 1 at Indio High School. They're going to be having they're going to have doctors there. They're going to have different services available in the community that are available to our families. They'll all be there to provide information, as well as I said, it's a vaccination clinic. So you want to make sure to come through on the 18th. This is for all of our families at Indio High School. All of our families in Desert Sands can come to this, but they're going to have wellness workshops, community resources, activities, giveaways, you name it. So if you want to get in touch with our social emotional learning teams, our counselors, our staff, you want to meet with some of our psychologists, please come and meet with us on the 18th. And as I shared, next week at Tuesday, we're going to have a special edition with Mr. Lawson, the principal of Indio High School, and he's going to give us more specific details about that event. So that'll be a great afternoon, great opportunity for everybody to see. We've got some other information coming up here. Unfortunately, the LCAP lady, Mrs. Wood, couldn't make it on today, but pretty important. We have the Thought Exchange survey going on. So this is where we need the input from the community. This is where I need your help. We've got 5 more days to fulfill this survey. So we have a Thought Exchange survey going on, and there's the information to join. All you do is go to teexchange.com. I'm going to bring this up as a banner so you guys can see it. So you can have all the information there, as well as I'm going to make sure, actually, what I'll do is I'll put this in the comments too, so people can make sure to fill this out. But that is on the screen now. Make sure you go over there to give input and how you feel the funding to help out with the immediate needs for the district. And these funds are coming from the American Rescue Plan funding, the ESSER funds and so forth. You want to get your input. And this Thought Exchange is a great way to do that. I just put it in on the comments. You can click tejoin.com, enter that code, and you can go ahead and give us your information, what you feel, and your input and thoughts. Even if you don't have any direct thoughts about it, you can you can click on which ones you agree with the most. So it give us a real well-rounded look at what's going on. The more people that we can have participate in this thought exchange, the better. We've had these in the past, and we've had as much as 10% of our population participate. Obviously, we would like to have more, but please participate with that, the thought exchange. Okay, so I want to share a little bit more of why I'm over here. I'm going to keep the thought exchange link there. But so I'm over at Jackson Elementary School today. Really exciting day. We were here earlier this summer where I brought a local farmer, Junior's Produce. One of the students, Celeste Alonso, is a Desert Sands alum. Got introduced to her by one of our near and dear friends with CV Harvest Box, Mark Tadros. And they introduced us to our first little farmers market that we had at Roosevelt Elementary. So that kind of spawned into us meeting over here at Jackson because they have some amazing planter beds here. And what we plan to do is we want to utilize those planter beds so the students can learn about produce, learn about agriculture, and learn about maybe operating a business. So today what's happening is I'm meeting with our ground supervisor, Enrique Leon. You may have seen him on some of our classroom conversations we're highlighting, as well as he was highlighting the UCAN report, where he has been searching for sustainable type areas in the district for us. So we've been turning over turf into desert gold and so forth. But we're meeting with Enrique. He's our irrigation specialist as well. Got the site administration here, Dr. Montano. We're going to meet with him and Mrs. Terrarina. And I also have the farmers that are coming over. And then we also have a gentleman that I met a couple months ago through a mutual acquaintance. His name is Beto Larson. He owns a company called Scape Landscape. And he's meeting over here because he's going to help provide some manpower to help out with the gardens they have over here at Jackson Elementary. So what we have at the middle of the school here, they've got 9 beautiful planter beds. And some of them are as wide as 3 feet, and they go about 15 feet. And we're going to plant berries. That's our goal. Our goal is to plant these berries. We want to have them in the ground by October. The goal is to harvest them by December, and with the ultimate goal of being able to sell them so we can create some funding over here for Jackson Elementary, but to sell them at the CV Harvest Box Market, which I think will be very exciting. You know, one thing, you go to these Sunday markets and these farmers markets and you buy produce, and it's great to support local farms and support locals and so forth. What if we were supporting not only a local school, but a student learning about the process? And what Dr. Montano wants to do here is it's pretty amazing. Not only is this a dual language immersion school, this is a STEM school, and they have a robotics program. And from what I understand, after we get this up and going, they want to play around with the sprinkler system so all of the sprinklers will be made by their own 3D printers. Let's think about that now. They're going to use 3D printers to design the landscaping irrigation system, right? And then they're going to have students work with their teachers to design and print off parts as needed to keep that irrigation system going. So it's pretty fascinating, pretty exciting. I'm excited to be here. We're going to meet up here in about 5 minutes. That's why we're doing a special edition over here. You may have seen Jackson Elementary School in the news. They were just on the news the other night as Congressman Reese was visiting here to see how specific funding and so forth is being spent with the ESSER funds. So that was exciting. He actually addressed the whole staff. But I'm gonna let you guys go. This is Sean Webb, your Director of Community Engagement. Like I said, I'm over at Jackson Elementary having a great time. Catch us tonight. Kevin Pillow will be on the halftime show, and I believe Chris Killian's gonna be joining us too. But you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.